Hi everyone, happy Halloween. Jim Carroll and Eric Bate here again today for Acumatica Day in the Life. And today we're going to focus on contracts. Now when we speak about Acumatica, we talk about great functionality. The second thing we talk about is the workflow engine, which is like having a no-charge employee. And that's really apparent when we look at the different contract types that Acumatica's feature-rich product supports. Finally, we incorporate the Internet of Things and provide unlimited user pricing. And you'll find with the contracts that enjoys both of those attributes. So let's take a look at contracts. And the first one we'll look at is our customer contracts. Here, with customer contracts, Eric, I'll turn it over to you, but when you look at the actual workspace, you'll find that there's a number of processes that can be automated. Eric, why don't you explain, please?
Yes, so the customer contracts is about bidding the customer either for the usage and the renewal as well as the setup of a new contract. So there are three moments where you want to bill a customer for a contract, either when you start a contract, the renewal, as well as the usage during the time of the contract is valid. So to help you out, you have these processing streams that will list all the contracts that needs to be billed for the usage, and the usage can be imported or entered here on contract usage screen. And you have the renew contract where you see the list of customers. You will have the list of customer contract that needs to be renewed. And you can also update the prices involved. If it's something that you do once a year, as an example, when the price change, then you can update all your contract prices with that using that processing stream. Now, each contract is based on a template where you specify is it renewable or not, is it expiring or not. And so you have these contract types, and then you have the bidding period where you specify at what for the usage.
Example, if you were quarterly, automatically a quarterly bill would go out, no human hands. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I see.
Go ahead.
Thank you. That's good.
And you have also SLA terms, so it's linked with a CRM, where you have SLAs for cases or the ticketing system that Acumatica includes, another module, so that if you have a customer opens a case and has a contract, then you can bill the time spent. Cases will be recorded as usage for the contract. So then you will bill according to the time spent. So this is something, one type of contract that Acumatica can manage. Another type, going back to my favorite screens, we've got service contracts. So this one is a bit different. So let's say that you have to do maintenance on the equipment, and you have a service contract to do that, and you have to get there once every 6 months, for example. Then the service contract, with a service contract, you will be able to do that. So in a service contract, you have this flexibility where, again, you have the expiration type, but you also have a schedule. And with that schedule, that will trigger the creation of service orders, and you will be able to take appointments with your customers to visit your customers according to that schedule. So in that example, it occurs every 6 months on the first day of that month. So this is the schedule for that contract. So every 6 months, you will be able to generate maintenance from contract schedule, so it will generate service orders. And then appointments will be able to be taken from there. The dispatcher will be able to assign these appointments to technicians that will be advised to go visit the customers at the specified date. And you can also bill the service contract. So this one will be able to bill the service contract depending on the renewal date and the specification about the price of the contract.
So once again, set it up once, and then all of the activities occur automatically at the given time that has been scheduled for.
Yes. And so the third one that certain customers call contracts can also is also called projects in Acumatica. And the difference between the customer contracts, for example, and the project, customer contracts is only about the part of billing the customer, as opposed to the projects that not only with which you will be able to bill your customers, but you will also be able to record the costs associated with the services that you give to your customers. And so you will have a mini profit and loss per project. And you can also renew, the project will have a duration. And after that duration, some business events, automation that can be configured to renew the project and bill the customer accordingly. So typically, if we look at one that is active, that we just see. So I'm using the search to find the contract. So again, I've got a billing period. This one is on demand. And the billing that will be issued by this screen, we also have a processing screen to run the project billing, so that at the end of the day, the invoice will be created. In that case, before creating the invoice that will be sent to the customer, it can go through a pro forma invoice to be reviewed by the project manager, the contract manager, and then after that, it will be sent to the customer. And that pro forma invoice accommodates not only bidding for usage, like a time and material in a way, but also progress billing. So there are different kinds of bidding. And in each project, you have some project tasks that are a little bit like items that you want to build. And in these project tasks, you have recurring billing also. So a project is a container that will contain multiple tasks, that can contain also multiple items to be billed. And so here on the project task, you have different items with the usage that will be reset never or on billing, and the amount that you will charge on a recurring basis if that is something that you want to do. So multiple ways of this project module is very sophisticated and can accommodate all kinds of scenarios. And so as opposed to the other two modules that we saw, that are the usage is very specific to scenarios for these ones.
Eric, so this is fantastic. So what I'm hearing is that we've got a great feature-rich product, projects being more so than the others, but all these automations go out over the Internet of Things for approvals and payments. I believe that Acumatica has an automated payments module, so that when these invoices can go out, the payments can be made over the net directly into Acumatica, and which further increases the usage of the product in terms of the unlimited user pricing. So all these great features that Acumatica has are utilized by our 3 contract types. Anything else to add, Eric?
Yes. The last piece, there is a fourth way of billing contracts actually is the recurring billing. So we can create an invoice. This is very simple. We create an invoice. We assign a recurring schedule to it, and then the processing stream from the AR module, which is here, generate recurring transaction, will be able to list all the transactions that needs to be, all the invoice that needs to be generated based on the schedule. So this would be a fourth way of handling contracts.
And then again, in a perfect world, that would go out. Customer can make an ACH, go back, and it could be all hands free.
Correct. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Just like the big boys. All right. Well, thank you for another day in the life on this Halloween. Happy Halloween, Eric. Great job. Take care.